Hi, what up everyone? This is LeetCode 11, container with most water. What we're aiming to do in this challenge is we'll take an array which will provide us with a bunch of heights. And those heights, we are aiming to find between which two heights will create the biggest container for our water. So the maximum amount of water that this container can store. So then what we're looking to do, essentially by code, is we want to use 2 pointers to point towards two different, or rather let's start from here and here, two different integers within our array. So we'll be pointing towards these first two, and then we want to move our pointer as we compare the different area sizes that can be created by our array, right? Or the integers within our array. So in this case, the example given, what's been done here is that this area here, the width, has been times by the height, or has been multiplied, right? So, and in this case, it was 7 by 8, I think, or yeah, 7 by 8, and that then gives you the output of 49. And so, in terms of code, I mean, as I said earlier, we're using a 2-pointer technique. We're then going to calculate the area, right? So 2-pointer. We're then going to calculate the area, right? We then want to compare our currently calculated area to our maximum area that we've calculated so far, right? Oops, that should say areas. And we then want to adjust our pointers accordingly. So whether they need to move left or, that's not right. Whether they need to move left or it needs to move right, right? And we will then obviously return our result. So we'll terminate our loop and return our result in the end. Cool. So in terms of code, what we're looking to do first is declare some integers, right? So we first need, and obviously we're going to declare these integers. These will represent our pointers. So we're going to have our left pointer, we're going to have our right pointer, and our right pointer is starting from the back, so it's going to be height.length -1. There we go. And we want our maximum area, right? This will be what we look to return in the end of our loop. Okay, so now we want a while loop so that we can compare or we can do the calculation for making our maximum area and iterating through the array, right? So we're going to state that while left is less than right, and then now we want to do the calculations, right? So we're going to have 3 integers. We're going to have the first one, which is called width, which is just going to be right take away left. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. We then want our minimum height, right? This is going to be, so this one is going to be, we're going to call upon the math function, so math min, which is going to compare our heights between our left and right integers in our given array. So, and we're comparing this so that we can how do I explain that? Because we're calculating our area, we need the minimum height first, and then we can start to move along, right? So this will make more sense during, I think, after we finish the code, but please bear with me until then. So now we have our area, which is going to be our width by our minimum height. So min height. Cool. So now we want the little bit of code that's going to update our maximum area. So as we continuously create or calculate our new maximum area as we run through the loop, or our new area rather, we're going to compare our current maximum area to our area. So we're going to call upon the math function again, but this time we're going to use math maximum, and this will compare our maximum area to our area. Okay. Now we need the little bit of logic that does the that moves our pointer to the shorter line, right? So the reason we're moving to the shorter line is because we're looking to find, so it's going to, we're going to move the shorter line. So we're looking to find if we're going to get a bigger line or not, right? Or in this case, a bigger integer. So we're going to have an if statement that will state if height is height left, sorry, is less than height on the right pointer, then we want to increment our left by 1. Else, we will then increment decrement the right by 1, right? And this way we can then return our max area. And yeah, so this will be moving our pointer to the shorter line, sorry, we're going to be moving the pointer that is already pointing at the shorter line to the next line. So if, for example, we had lines of height 8 and line of height 7, then we're going to pick line of height 7 to move, because obviously 8 is bigger, so we can keep the bigger one, and move 7 in hopes of finding the next biggest height, right? We may find a smaller height, no problem. We'll continue then again to move that other pointer to then find a bigger number. And if not, we've already calculated our maximum area. So as we do this, we're always calculating our new maximum area, and that way we can return the maximum area. Bit of a mouthful, but there we go. So hopefully with no errors, we should. Of course, there's always an error. That's because I said array rather than right. And now we can submit this. Yeah, there we go. So we get good memory, decent runtime, and I think overall an easy to understand solution, hopefully. Anyway, please let me know in the comments if this helped. If it didn't, like I said, comment and I'll try to explain it to you, or maybe I need to remake the video. Let me know. Otherwise, please like, subscribe if this helped, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.